We are live. It is Sunday, October already, the 6th, 2019. Ben in the house. And before we even get started here, we're going to read off the people that allowed us to do this evening, myself along with Terry's GG&G. We've got Reno Fin Custom Guitars, FU Tone, Tesi Switch, Lawrence Petross Design, Ardens Music, and, like Terry's sporting, Flipside Music. Thank you guys for allowing us to keep doing what we're doing. Or helping us do what we do. I guess would be more apropos. Look at me. It must be early in the show. I'm using words like apropos. All right. Who do we have in the chat? Scrolling up, we have actually, there was a comment that disappeared because it was left so early in the day. Music Therapy Laz, if you're not already here, welcome, buddy. We got Little Roadie Guitar. We got Damage 262, who has been stalking me all over YouTube. I swear all weekend. He just admits it today. We've got Cousin Todd, who's headed out to the movies with the better half. Hopefully we'll still be on when he gets back. We got good old Mozzie in the house, tuning in from the UK. We got Mark Fex. There's Marsman. I was thinking about you today earlier. Marsman, good to see you. The original Paramutant. Metalhead Joe Hervey 84. Lonnie is in the chat. What is it? Zamaripa. We've got Pete Hickson tuning in from down under. Brack Stubblefield tuning in from the greater Nashville area. BC Rich 581. Brian from Oregon. Jeff Ripplinger. Gary Tholander. Whoa, my chat just skipped ahead. Good gravy. Let's see here. Back. Okay, we got Dan in New Jersey. We got Festering Wound. All right, welcome. Lawrence Petross Design. Let's see here. Six String Brian, Upside Down, Alex Radford. We got Wilmar Neil Bond, Michael Bishop, Eddie Van Haskell. Move a bit to my left. There we go. Sorry about that. I know what you're looking at. And we got GRRR, or GUR. John Parson of the John Parson Project. There's Laz. There's some guy named Terry in the chat. Four Walls Music. I think I got... David Ennis. Sorry if I missed you. Say hello again if I missed you. I do... it was jumping around. I think I saw Milton here. Milt, got your guitar here for you. Being crazy busy. Sorry for the absence. All healed up on vacation. Now I got to go to work. Hey, no worries, buddy. No worries at all. It was just one of those things. You know, it's like, oh, I wonder. Hey, there's the Count himself, Phil Mosley Music. Nice shirt. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, we got to rock the Canadian content. Fruitcake Tony. Yes, and Flipside Music. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boom. It's like the reverse of this, eh? Flipside. Farmol Fanatic. Hello. All right. I think we're caught up. So, yeah, not much of an agenda tonight. Sunday night hangout. We may or may not have a couple of other guests joining us as the night progresses. We shall see. Loogie Flux, been a while. Good to see you. And Rick Beato, if you're watching, please contact Mark Kazansky regarding Tone Talk. I've been reaching out on multiple ways to put the two of them together. So that's all I'm saying. Mark those images. Ben. When did you buy a black bass? Oh, it didn't take him long, did it? Did not take him long. No, Joe, not for now anyways. We'll see. It might bring that back. We're not sure. Terry and I were discussing that the other day. We shall see.
To be determined.
Robbie Johnston.
So while Ben's getting the bass, again, I just want to say to everyone, thank you again for all the condolences and everything else in my mom's passing. I very much appreciate it from everyone. Yes. And I appreciate the support that everyone has offered me in her passing.
Lawrence says, how about a square table? Janice just woke up from a nap. Well, good morning.
300 more videos to watch, Janice.
He's not monitoring the chat, but he says hey to everybody. There's SD Design. So yes, I got a couple instruments come into the studio today for some work and demos, and also these items are for sale, folks. these items are for sale. Big Ben 12, hello, welcome to the channel. Again, I should say, if you're new, please subscribe. We just passed 1,400 subscribers, and it'd be nice if we could get that up a little higher. Well, trying to hit 2,000 by now. So yes, a couple instruments came by that are for sale. Picks coming through, Ben. Awesome. We have here an Ibanez, or as Dave's World of Fun Stuff's called, an Ibanez RD-GR Road Gear bass. No problem, Brad Miller. Hey, Brian Landreth. Dale Palmer. I can't play bass. So yeah, let's see here. This is a made in Indonesia, an RD300. I'm going to guess a 2004. It's got 5 bolts holding it in. We got an Aloha sticker or decal on the back. Minimal finish on the neck. So I guess I got to do a bass video. So I'll figure I'll use the Viper amp for that and crank the treble a ton on the bass so you'll actually hear it on YouTube. Hey, there's China Mike. Good day, sir. Great live stream. Sorry I had to cut out early, but I had to... what did I have to do? Eat dinner and then set up for this. And if you want to jump in,
stream,
I did email you the link if you want to jump in, mate. Hey, Ginger Dreadlock. We were just chatting earlier. I believe this is $300. I'm thinking about buying it myself because I do need a bass.
I was gonna respond to Big Ben's comment that he retracted. No, I am not a garden tool. Thank you.
Brian Landreth, 10 grand Canadian or 300 US. Yeah, about that.
About that.
Yes.
So, Big Ben and China Mike, sorry I missed your second broadcast, but I thought you were only doing the first one.
SD Design, yo, yo, yo. And then we also have this. Ernie Ball Access Super Sport. That's, again, same deal. Getting some work done on it. And then going to demo it. And it's up for sale as well. Hey, Mayhem. Yes, Mayhem, you want to buy my EVH Wolfgang, because then I'll buy the Access.
Buy his Wolfgang. You know you want to.
1,600 Canadian for the Ernie Ball, 300 Canadian for the bass.
Thank you, Brian.
Here.
Brian said, I'm looking good.
Okay, yeah, Mayhem's just, he texted me, he just wants to say he's unable to type too well right now. He's busy in the garage.
Oh. Hey, Zach.
Do Canadians drink margaritas? Hell yeah, Margarita Mondays.
I don't know who thought it was an American thing.
Gary Holt, I sent you a couple of pics in Facebook. Okay. I don't see them. I don't think they've sent through yet. Hey, Zach Thong. Just going to have a comfort break, long night. Well, that's because you were on for 3.5 hours or so there, Mike. Omar thinks you lost weight. I bet you have. You've been pretty physical lately and stressed.
Yeah, physical.
That's a great cure for weight loss other than cocaine.
Yeah, I've been trying to cut back my eating, been physical, as well as dealing with my mom's health and that. I've also haven't been eating too greatly either. Like just things, and overall, like knowing what my mom wanted me to do was she wanted me to be more healthier, live more. So losing the weight is a big one.
Yeah.
And so trying to be more active and everything else. So you got to do it. Mind you, though, I do still have, I might have lost some weight, but I still do kind of have some ruffles.
Chip action. I'm not going to complain. I like Damaged Line. You're hotter than a maple top on a poplar body.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that might win the chat tonight, folks, right there. Damn! To carry over from last week. Damn, that was a good statement.
Damn!
Oh, snap. Ruffles. That's right. Gotta love ruffles.
Hey, we forgot someone in the chat.
Oops.
Quentin!
Oh, dear Lord. Miss Quentin. You pantsless wonder you.
Pantsless.
Oh, photos came in from Gary Holt. Oh, snap.
Actually, the other thing, too, if the ruffles, salt reduced.
That is crazy. Okay. Gary's sending me photos. Is it okay to show these, Gary? Because he just sent me photos of a bass it's tits. I'm not going to lie.
He's sending you photos of boobs?
Salt reduced blasphemy. Mars Man says, Six String Brian and I can help you with that weight loss.
Mars Man, I have in the past done Atkins, so I am aware of that. And then in the past, when I have lost weight, I lost, I think it was about 40 pounds when I was on Atkins for 3 months.
How do I do this?
Hashtag send nudes.
All right, I think if I click here, nope, that didn't change squat. How the hell do I do this?
You could.
Like that. There we go. So this is the picture of the bass that Gary sent me. It is an 8-string Kramer bass.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's awesome. Hey, my lovely sister showed up. I'm assuming because I see Lord saying hey to her, either that or he's just being creepy. No offense. Okay to show. Well, I just did. See, I read it afterwards. You know, that's one of those. What did I just take?
It's of a maple top. Well, Ben wouldn't like the maple top because it's maple, and he doesn't.
Hey, I'm not
like
hitting.
maple,
I'm not going to be licking it. Matthew Stewart agrees. Right, Matthew Stewart? Hey, Tom Harhigh. Intermittent fasting, yes. Actually, intermittent fasting, it works wonders. That's how I do this, actually. Intermittent fasting.
Well, like I said, in a lot of cases, it's simply water.
Yep.
And coffee. I was actually just reading that just recently.
Now, how do you take your coffee, though?
A little bit of milk.
No sugar?
No.
Oh, you're gold then. You're gold.
And that's something I've been doing for.
And milk instead of cream, too. Damn. Milk instead of cream, too. Big difference.
Yeah. Like, as it is drinking 1 to 2%, when you actually drink 3%, 3.5% milk, homogenized milk, it's like drinking 10% cream.
Oh, yeah.
Did that once. It was like, oh, cool, 3.5. That'll be a nice change, and it was on discount. So
yeah, you don't intermittent fast on guitar playing Four Walls music. I agree on that. And before I forget, again, geez Louise, 1984 Stage Master 8 Deluxe Kramer just acquired in with its original case. Nice. Yeah, and it had the split headstock too. SD Design asked, have I ever played a Rickenbacker 12-string? I have. I liked it. I would never want to work on a Rickenbacker.
Yes, another key item for snacking, Handful at a time. Lightly salted peanuts.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey.
The lovely gentleman.
All of a sudden, no, right here. Hey.
How are we doing?
Now, after you called me out on the lack of a goodbye, did you like the goodbye I left you in the chat? I think you had read it just as I was leaving because I saw you crack up halfway through a sentence.
I loved your goodbye. It was the best.
Excellent.
Just to answer Brett, I am technically in pre-diabetes mode at the moment, so I actually have to go for more blood work this month to get my sugars checked. But I'm hoping to avoid being fully.
Oh. And also, Brian Landris says, I'm going to have to go. It seems I'm in or very near to a tornado. Be safe, Brian.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take care, brother. Take care. Gee whiz. Joe Harvey says, am I drunk yet? Nearly.
Nice. Well, cheers.
It's an awfully frothy coffee Mike has there.
This is a very, very cold coffee as well.
And upside down Circoli, as if 9 hours of streaming wasn't enough for Mike.
I tell you what, that was amazing tonight. It was such a great hang. Thanks so much for modding for me as well.
Of course.
Hey,
well,
hello,
like
Lawrence Petross.
You were mentioning the chicken pics. I was like, well, somebody may not remember your email address. So I was like, well, let's type it in a couple of times, you know.
You did a great job. You always do a great job.
I try.
Oh, you're brilliant. It's brilliant. It's so cool. I couldn't work out how to stop the stream in the end. It was just everybody was there. We had everybody but everybody drop in. I'm trying to remember who dropped in now. Tone King,
Baker,
followed by Robert Baker.
Gabor was there, left, had breakfast, and came back.
Yeah, that's right.
While you're live, I booked Gabor on here for a hangout on a Sunday evening at the end of the month.
I saw that. You work it, man. That's cool.
There is a command or something to pause the side chat, but I can't remember what it is right now.
RJ dropped in.
Yeah, RJ Ronquillo and Steve from Boston. And, of course, Brad, the guitarologist, was there for about an hour chatting.
Yeah, Brad was there when I was there. I didn't see Steve, so Steve must have jumped in after I had left.
Yeah, Steve literally came in about a second after you left. It was crazy. Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how that happened? You know, it's like you can see your live view count never fluctuates more than 5 because it's literally rotating. You know, and it was funny because Quentin said he had to leave, and then Brad showed up, and I was like, well, there's your Louisville connection right there. Like, we're getting on a local level. If a Louisville resident leaves, we have to have another one show up.
There you go. It was great. I you do this so well, this live streaming thing, and I'm not particularly up with it yet. I'm going to get some gear so that it's a little bit more stable. But it's so much fun. Mm-hmm. I just, it's crazy. I like this even more because there's, all three of us are a face-to-face almost.
Right.
But just
face-to-face.
We'll start that again. No, but the chat tonight was just going absolutely ape. It was just engaging, and I daren't look back at the video because most of the time I'm spent there going and just laughing along with the chat. It's like I forget that I'm supposed to be hosting it.
Solo Monday shows like that where I was like, sorry, but it's like I'm just interacting. But like you said, you just get immersed in interacting with the chat, but that's part of it, right? Because it is interactive. So you may not be framed properly like a TV presenter. So what?
Exactly.
It's the ultimate cable access.
It's amazing. It's such a nice community as well. And, it was great that we had the whole gambit. We covered, obviously, the sad passing of Ginger Baker.
Right.
God rest his soul. And we covered the Mark Agnesi and Brad and Phil McKnight type thing. It was like, oh my word, I wasn't expecting that tonight.
Right.
But it was great. It was so positive, all so positive, which was lovely.
Exactly.
Really lovely.
And hello to Cowtown Customs and My Knees Hurt. Says, what did I miss? Yeah, just the usual banter. It's all good. It's all good. Tom Harhigh asked what color he should paint his 69 Strat. RJ said Rontilio. Of course he did. Of course he did.
Rontilio?
Yes, Rontilio. That's the color of his latest Novo. It's been dubbed Rontilio.
And is it teal or is it?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
The color scheme is teal and pink with a bit of white.
Nice. Oh, and the lovely Amanda's in. Your lovely sister. Hello, Amanda.
Lovely Amanda. Actually teal would look cool because it's close to the seafoam green that they did on a few of them.
Can always do a gold.
And that's right. Tom, you are right. RJ actually stole the teal from Tom. RJ admitted that on a live stream. You totally took that from Tom. So, Hey, Jason Wade.
Yep.
Hey,
yes, sir. Jason.
Yeah, he jumped just in at the very end of mine. It was like, oh, and now we're just going to say goodnight. There's Jason. Hey, Jason. You're crazy.
There you go. Eddie with the suggestion of Lake Scugog algae.
Only Eddie.
Pink salmon, justice for Jay.
And I did hear that Eddie has 4 cans of contact cleaner for Amparella after the show.
Oh, jeez.
Upside down. Cool.
Make it pink salmon. Justice for Jay. Hey, there's Tesi Switch. Hey, Rob.
Switch.
Good to see you, sir. I was using my Tesi Switch earlier today.
Yeah, I don't know. When you're talking about a guitar that old.
Yeah, but it's already been stripped.
It almost makes it a shame to even paint it.
And the count's in. Here's the count.
Yay.
What? What's going on with these eyebrows? Trim them.
Just random, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I couldn't see it on mine because I've got such bad stream.
If you don't want to go with teal, Tom, I would say, how about candy apple red? Because I think everything looks sexy in candy apple red with gold metal flake.
Yeah, a candy apple is really sharp, especially if it's done right, like you said, with a metallic flake or a bit of pearl in it or something to do it.
Yep.
That's a bit better.
Let's see.
I'm sitting down.
Says, I'm a fan of wood-colored guitars, or at least stained, so you can see the wood. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Are you going to do Winter NAMM in January? Brian from Oregon says, yes. Yep. I will be booking my flight this coming Friday. I'm just waiting for my partner in crime. He's waiting to have the money together to book his flight. And the idea is I found a flight that has a layover in Chicago, and he'll basically just get on to the second leg of my flight, so then we can book seats next to each other, hopefully. Or at least that'd be the plan.
SD Design is asking, China Mike, is that a Roland EP keyboard?
Yes, that is a... no, it's not. It's a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha
there's
stage piano.
We were just talking about you, RJ, and your theft of teal from Tom Harhigh.
Hey, RJ, how you doing, brother?
He says you never sleep.
I can't sleep tonight. I was enjoying that live stream so much. It's crazy. I've never streamed that long ever.
Welcome to my world, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool.
Brett McCord to Amanda. Oh my God.
It's a struggle for her. It's a struggle.
Oh,
thanks for the super chat, Brian.
Damn. Being the theme of last week. Damn. Brian, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, it is, Lawrence.
Damn.
I'm reading the comments.
Yeah,
Yes,
same here. Yeah, we're doing this. Now we got three people doing your
three
screen,
of us
right?
all looking at a screen or something. Ben's looking down.
Lawrence
looking to
Petros
one
asked
side.
if it was a JMP one. It is a JMP one. Just there.
So have you had a chance to try out the equipment that you unboxed today? I didn't think you would.
Listen, I came straight off of my stream. I went and got one more Guinness because
Why
you're
not?
Supposed you know, yeah, exactly.
Well,
It's,
you know what? It's the Queen's birthday in Australia tomorrow. So
Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
there we go. To the Queen.
So, and then I went and jumped onto Scar My Guitar to have a quick look at what he was building because I love his stuff. Oh, where'd the chat go?
You lose the chat?
There.
Yeah, completely. Everything.
I still have the chat.
Oh, hang on. Is somebody trying to private chat or something? That's weird. It's gone over to private chat. Go back to live comments. That's better.
That is odd.
This is very strange because I've got my headphones on. There's absolutely no point because I can't hear myself at all, and it's most disconcerting. Is that normal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Walls
okay.
music. See ya. Well, see, you're a true guitar player, mate. You got to hear some of yourself, right?
Yeah. So a little bit of, yeah. Because it sounds like I'm lisping otherwise, like I'm not saying my S's properly.
Hey, David Ennis. Hello. Hope you're healing up.
That's weird.
Lonnie's stuck on intonation, and RJ's slide course, which I believe is still on sale because we're still in the weekend. It's like 75% off, folks. And you need a link, go to RJ's Saturday morning coffee time show, and there's a link in the description.
Amazing player and a lovely guy.
Yep.
Chuck Booth.
And that comment I made in your chat about playing in front of RJ, literally, I did have a couple of pints in me, and then I'm just like, screw it. I played slide in front of RJ, no less.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I wish I'd had a couple of drinks when I played in
There
front
was
of him.
0 F's given at that point. I'm like, screw it.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Oh, no, he's definitely a super cool guy, so he's not judgmental at all.
No. And then we hung out later that night, and it was awesome. Just awesome at the Novo Bash.
Was this NAM?
Yep. Summer NAM.
Oh, man. I've got to do a NAM.
Yep. That was the Rick Beato was at that event as well. At the party we were at that night.
I know. He messaged me live. He often FaceTimes me.
Okay.
And pretty sure that after or before one of his live streams, actually, I think he cut it short and said, I've got to go and live stream now. Okay. See you later, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was just going to say,
so well.
You should probably do the Summer NAM.
Yeah, well, I've just said to Brad, the guitarologist, that I'd probably do Summer NAM because it's nearest to him, and he's invited me to go over for a pint. So,
nice.
Yeah. So, but I don't know.
Well, Brian Landra says, Storm missed me. Power is out. See y'all later. See you, Brian. And hello to Mitch Heyman. See, it's all about ebb and flow. Well, we got 70 people watching. That's crazy.
70 watching, 35 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Summer NAM is really good too, Mike, because if you grab a hotel in town, for instance, everything's within walking distance.
Right. Cool.
You know, all the event as well as all the nightlife, all that's right there. I stayed in East Tennessee, which RJ and Brack can tell you that's not the best part of town, but the price was right.
Oh, nice. So that's the key thing. It's just getting there, isn't it, and being part of it and having the hang. That's the best thing of going to Germany. And
well, I thought the funniest thing was, now the guy that I stayed with, you know, he works in the industry. And he keeps things so close to the vest. And, you know, we were partying it up pretty good on Wednesday night. Thursday, we all meet up back at the house. And then we're going off to do our things that night. I was going to the Novo Bash with Aaron and meeting up with RJ. You know, and we told our host, you know, this is where we're going. This is when we'll be back type thing. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. Doesn't say anything about it. Next day, we both go to NAMM. We see him around there. Doesn't say a word. He's shooting video for RJ like all Friday. Like the videos that RJ was doing, my buddy was his cameraman, and I'm just
Love
like,
it.
really? You're like, talk about close event. He's like, we know that we know each other, but he's like, no, man, like that's not the way it's going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
RJ says battery dying, going to find a charger.
All right, RJ.
Actually, RJ, do you want to jump in as well?
Oh yeah, come in, man.
Damaged. Thank you. Damn.
Yep.
I cheaped out. CGS got me all woody about the Harley Benton.
Oh, sorry, brother.
Actually, I didn't even have Harley Benton's main official Facebook page liked, and somebody shared something off of it in the group, and I was like, so I go and I check it out, and it's a whole bunch of Explorer style guitars that have almost an ESP headstock on them. Looks like it's all new ones that are going to be coming out. And they had ones drawing on the line that were like in a Arctic or Arctic white color. And then in the second shot that the person shared was actually them in an all wood clear finish that you could see the wood graining stuff through it. And I was like, ooh,
Nice.
those ones with the wood grain.
Yeah, nice.
Upside down. Guess I got to add my damn for the week.
It's a double damn.
And RJ says he would, but he's away from the computer. No worries. No worries, buddy. Actually, RJ, I was going to actually message you to see if you want to do a hangout maybe sometime next month if you're free. So I seem to have booked up the rest of this month, this weekend. So Jason Wade's asking, Mike, do you use IRs with your Axe effects?
The Axe Effects has built-in IRs in most of the presets, and I'm only fiddling with presets at the moment, and I'm really interested in following what Leon Todd was doing with almost, it's the same type of thing that you do with the Kemper. He was profiling amps and stuff and then fine tuning. So yeah, I'm going to have a fiddle with that for sure. But no, at the moment I just use the presets because they sound so flipping good. They really are amazing.
So Design says that apparently myself, Terry, and Pete Thorne all say out the same way. Go figure. We're all Canucks.
Oot. Yeah, Jason, absolutely. Leon's amazing.
And if these super chats keep up, I'm buying this bass myself tonight. That's all I'm saying. The super chats for tonight might officially become the bass fund. Jeez.
Yeah, bass fund. Get Ben to play bass so that Glenn Fricker can take a piece at him.
I have two announcements. One, I've started to play bass. Two, Glenn Fricker is coming on this week.
Glenn Fricker is unfriended Ben Coombs.
Only if you name the bass. Damn! I can do that upside down. I can do that.
Ben to get the damn bass.
Yeah. And it was offered to me at a cheaper rate, so it's not like we need to raise $300. That's all I'm saying.
Chuck Booth asks, China Mike, have you ever reviewed a Harley Benton Highway 25 BKS Progressive Series? My new one has some issues.
I haven't yet. In fact, Benny has been in touch with me, and then he basically asked about reviewing some more guitars, and I said, yeah, sure, man, whatever you want me to do. And then they've had about 5 or 6 guys off sick, and they're really struggling to ship stuff out, and so I haven't actually had any of the Bentons come through yet. But yep, you send me an email and tell me which one you want me to look at, and I'm pretty sure that if I put it on my list, they'll send it to me eventually. What's the problem you've had with it, brother?
That's a question, because it's rarely ever hear of someone having a problem with a Harley Benton.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And the not only the QC in China and Indonesia and Vietnam, where they're all made, but also they seem to be pretty good with it at Thomann as well. I don't think they open every box, to be perfectly honest. But
my sister's baking an apple pie. Oh man, now
Oh,
now I have the munchies.
oh, she's very bad. She does bad
And
things.
she can
to all
bake
of
a
us.
mean apple pie.
Yeah.
You know, like this region of the province, Terry knows, this is the apple belt, as they call it.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I used to be
Right.
surrounded by apple orchards, so apple pie every day, for months.
Oh man, awesome. Oh, so, okay. So Chuck says he thinks the nut's cut wrong, so the top 3 strings go sharp when you use the tremolo. Right. That doesn't sound necessarily like a nut thing.
It's possible if it's
you
binding,
might have some binding, yeah, but
I try widening the slots just a hair.
yeah.
Also could be a trim itself issue.
If the
That-
trim,
I-
if it's only
it
3
could be-
strings.
Yeah. It could well be a spring thing. I had to look at the back of a few of my guitars in a couple of videos a while back, and I couldn't work out why I'd got one of the springs at the bass side on the angle. And then I was doing a setup of the Glary Strat, and it all came flooding back. The reason being is if you put the one outside spring on the angle, it gives you just that little bit more attention on the bass side where there's a lot more stress and tension anyway, and it means that the whole trem floats much flatter. So what might be happening with that is if it's the top set of strings, it might be that the tension is different across the 6 strings, and it's pulling more on the top side, which is pulling them through the nut. So that could be the problem. Certainly widening the nut is a possibility, but be careful you don't make it too deep, because you don't want it binding even more. I've been asked another question, and I've been talking all the way through that. So try and keep hold of that, Brack Stubblefield.
Hello to Maurice. Hello to
questions.
Steve.
But yeah, take it a step at a time. First thing I would say is to make sure you've got some sort of this is going to sound great, isn't it? You need to lubricate your nut. Make sure that nut is free flowing.
Yep. Yeah.
It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Yeah. Make sure that the strings are getting through that nut without binding at all. And if it's still happening, then it could well be something on the.
My sister, I heard that, Mike.
Yeah.
There's
Thanks,
my brother,
Amanda.
Aaron. Good to see you, Aaron.
There's Aaron. Yeah.
There was a
Headstock Harem.
I'm sorry.
Headstock Harem has your pedal is in the mail. If I forgot to mention that to you, I can't remember if I emailed you or not. Pedal is in the mail.
Damage 262 at 57. I don't need nut problems.
Wow. Damn. SD Design. I bought a Roland Juno GI and D. What headphones does China Mike recommend I buy? P.S. I play guitar too.
Okay. These are great. Let me just see what they are. Man, I've forgotten the model number. These are Audio Technica. And these are a closed back broadcast type affair. They're great, really good.
Maybe 2020s.
Do you know, I've got to have a.
Yeah, have a look.
And hello, Ed. That's odd. I don't know why the stream would be in 144. It should be in 780 or whatever that number is. The 700 number.
720p. Yeah.
Thank you.
These are ATH M50Xs, and I thoroughly recommend them.
And I'm going to give a shout out here because, Mike, you weren't sure of how to say the name. Blackjack Guitar Nut.
Blackjack Guitar Nut. He's in. Hey.
I saw him like, and I remember that you went, I know that's nut at the end. I was like, blackjack guitar nut.
Yeah, he's taken all of the vowels out just to make it nice and easy for us. I love it when people do that.
We used to have that game show called Bumper Stumpers, which was basically vanity license plates, and you had to solve what they were. So, yeah.
The license plate for a favorite lunchtime snack. Peanut butter jam. Ding, 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 ding.
And Aaron, I don't know if I mentioned to you, Aaron, our show together last week did temporarily get demonetized, but I did put in a, what do you call that? A complaint saying, yes, it should be. And they did allow it, but we figured it was just the sheer amount of dams in last week's show. Because people were getting crazy with the super chats last week. Bumper Stumpers, yes. Remember Uncle Art on that. Was he on an episode, Amanda?
Oh my God. That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. And funny enough, I was on his IMDb page today.
Ed's in. Hey, Ed. I love Upside Down. I think that's so cool.
Oh, it's brilliant. So and now that his avatar is upside down as well.
Exactly. For so long, I was like, oh, and it's
I still don't think Pete Thorne's figured it out yet. We've all, like, as a group, I think someone even super chatted him going, upside down name is upside down. Crowbar says, I have no idea what Bumper Stumpers is. Must be a Canadian thing. Yes, it was a Canadian game show.
It was a Canadian game show with basically, you know how people customize your license plates. So what they do is they make it that it says certain letters to make it format the word. So like black is BLK and Jack would be JKK kind of thing.
He said JKK.
Yes, JKK. Just to make sure that's clear. Since we do know what YouTube wants to do.
Yes, on CFTO, Eddie. Which I drove by the old CFTO studios last weekend because it's right alongside the 401 highway, which is now CTV Sportsnet or something's in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough Canadiana.
Thanks, brother. That's sweet of you.
Yeah, like Gary Tholander, OIC U812.
Yeah.
Oh, U812, yeah. Orbis Band. Bless. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it, man.
Bam.
Yes. Yes, Mike, in case you didn't know, Albus Band, that's my buddy Aaron who traveled with me to Nashville.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And who's going to California with me as well.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh man. I need to do both, I think.
I think we're doing 8 days. Fly in on one Tuesday, leave the following Tuesday.
Wow. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? From the UK, it's like the guys that came over to Germany for 3 events this year. That's a long way to come.
Yeah.
And Cali's definitely a long way to go for me.
I remember last winter, NAMM, a mutual friend of ours from the UK who showed me. It was funny. He's like, so he was debating going. He's like, if I get a little bit of sponsorship, maybe do an appearance, I'll go. And he's like, so how are you doing it for low budget? I'm like, dude, I am sleeping on the floor of a garage. He's like, okay, because I'm couch surfing, so I don't feel so bad. I was like, nothing wrong with that, brother. If you make it, who cares?
Yeah, for sure.
Live like a teenager for a week. That's what I say.
Hitstock Harem asks Ben, aren't Godins made in Canada?
They used to be. They're now made in New Hampshire, I believe. Or Maine. Possibly Maine. It's a New England state. How am I liking the Wolfgang? I love it, Jason Wade. And for those that were wondering, this is the 2011 Wolfgang Special I picked up.
Nice.
Hardtail, vintage size stainless frets.
Very nice.
A hardtail with fine tuners, which I'm still not used to.
Right. Are they what's the black? Are they like
right here?
Yeah, low friction as well?
I don't know about low friction. Yeah, very low friction on the volume, so you can do your
no on the tailpiece.
Oh, these are your fine tuners, like on a Floyd Rose.
Right. Okay.
Because it has a locking nut for some.
Yeah, hardtail with a locking
like you
nut
need that with a
tuners.
hardtail. Yeah, well, hey.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah.
And yes, Ed, I think it was some sort of a record. I've never streamed that long.
And congrats to Aaron on a successful first week. Great to hear.
Yes, Jason, I will keep you in the loop about the Honeymoon Suite guitar for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I have made short shrift of that beer. That's true.
Dan in Jersey, go down taking advantage of cheap US labor. I don't think we've ever heard that phrase.
That would be a new one. I don't know if US labor would be any cheaper than Canadian.
Hey, Mr. Baker.
Hey!
Just
damn, Robert Baker in the side chat.
Hey! There's my brother. There he is.
Maybe once a month, SD Design, asking how often I play acoustic guitar. Not often enough. So I'd say about once a month.
Hey, there we go. Robert Baker, guitar player of the Stars.
Oh, man. He's
nice.
The best. Love him.
Does Baker want to jump in?
Oh, man. That would be so awesome. I don't think we've ever actually spoken electronic face to electronic face.
Well, see, in that case, I really think Robert should jump in.
He may not be able to. It'd be super cool.
How is Robert Baker and Reb Beach are never seen at the same time?
Oh, man. I saw Reb play with Whitesnake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he's an amazing guitar player. But I don't think he's a patch on Robert. Honestly, don't.
Blackjack Guitar Nut says it's a coincidence that Ben has a bass and I just bought one on eBay. A Thunderbird, I get it maybe Tuesday. I will say this. I had an Epiphone Thunderbird bass, and if that did not have the neck dive that it did, I actually thought it was a really nice sounding bass, especially low end. For some reason, those guitars definitely, or those Epiphone Thunderbird basses and those Thunderbird basses in itself are like so amazing for low end and sustain.
Nice. Yeah, I love Reb as well. Headstock Harum. Definitely a great player. I loved his time in Winger. Kip Winger's an amazing writer and cool bass player as well.
Just said it, Robert.
Wow.
And yeah, Aaron said, go read my last comment. He was talking about your appearance on Phil's Bells video. It's 2:50 o'clock.
I can hear the bells. Yeah, tell me. It is about 2:50 o'clock over here at the minute. Actually, no, it's funny. It's exactly 1:50 o'clock at the moment.
It's only 8:50, so it's still rather early there.
I was just so having fun with that live stream.
You could tell, like everybody was just having fun, and it's funny watching a lot of those videos. Like right before you went live, Ryan from 60 Cycle did a premiere of a video with him and Gabor in it, right. And it was like a NAMM video in that half the time I'm not even watching the people on camera. I'm watching the background. Who's in the background? You know, who's wandering by to grab a Coke out of the Hughes and Ventnor fridge?
Yeah, exactly. They're a great hang. Those events are such a great hang. They really are. Amazing.
One day I hope to do one of those events. You get a bit.
I hope you do as well. I'm looking forward to meeting you at NAMM, which would be cool.
That would be cool.
Nice dinner, Quentin.
I had corn, green beans, and burnt ribeye with ketchup. Of course you did.
Why not?
Of course.
It's good for you.
And Brad Miller, yeah, those Epiphone Les Paul basses are really nice basses.
Oh, and I should mention to Baker, I sent the link through Facebook Messenger in case, because I don't think I have your email.
I was just going to say that.
Oh, that would be so cool if he comes in. That would be amazing.
He has a tendency. Usually it isn't till 11 p.m. here. Like
Really?
That's how you know it's hour 3, because Baker shows up at about 11:05 at night. And he's like, "Hey, you're still live." I'm like, "Hey," and he has jumped on a couple of times. So, hey, Mark Dillon.
Yeah, totally. Headstock Hiram. Yeah, Reb's tapping technique is incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, it would be nice to be on with him for a change in a video chat like this instead of moderating for him.
True. I was gonna say, I think he not jump on one of the round tables near the end.
Yes, actually, that was one I think I jumped off of. I think.
Okay.
No, he was. No, I think it was at one point in time. Then I think I did have to jump off. I don't know. There's been a fair amount of them that we have done in the past.
We're getting. Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting. Well, people in the chat are like my memory-tician, as I call Aaron, because he has an amazing memory. He goes, "Yeah, he did," and then Joe said he did as well. So. He was on super late yesterday. Yeah, I saw that when I got up this morning. I saw my email, like, Robert Baker's live, and it was at like 1 a.m. It's like,
I wake up at the strangest times, and if he's live, I'm there. It's I'm a terrible lurker. I really am. I lurk on these things all the time. It's my favorite pastime, lurking.
We've got a couple. We must have a couple lurkers, because it says we've got 73 people watching. Yet I'm not seeing 73 people in the chat. So I know there's a couple of you out there lurking about.
I love the lurkers. The lurkers, us lurkers, are a dying breed.
And the lurkers, quite often, like you say, it's people like yourself. Like a larger channel viewing than, say, that's broadcasting, that don't want to distract from the chat or what have you.
I've got my new name, China Guitar Stalker. That's great, Crowbar. I love it. I love it.
Or in the case of Thanksgiving occurring, turkey lurkers.
Turkey lurker. Lurky turkers.
Yeah, lurky turkers.
Oh, there we are.
Lurking's a great,
over here.
Great pastime.
Boom.
Oh my God, it's a Robert.
I'm like, man, this is all new and crazy looking.
High five.
Oh, look at it. Wait. Oh, there we go. Check this out. Screenshot. Oh,
love it.
High five.
High five.
There we go. Nope, there. Nope.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Terry, how comes I always end up holding you up, man? What's going on with this?
That's how you know it's a good Sunday night, when Terry ends up being held up by China Mike. Damn, Tom Harhigh, working from home has me lurking, but here I don't shut up.
Hey, brother, it's so cool to see you.
Oh man, same here. I can't stay like super long, but I was just like, oh man, of course I'll hop in. I don't really know StreamYard. I don't think I've ever used this before.
No, it's
this
amazing.
is what I replaced Hangouts with.
Oh, do you like it?
I do. I like this Brady Bunch kind of thing going on. I dig that. Similar to Hangouts, you can change the audio so you can play music without it compressing, but it will compress by default.
Oh, cool.
And I love the noise cancellation, that you don't have to wear headphones. It knows to noise cancel.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because I hooked my mic up. So maybe it sounds like I'm on the radio.
Radio.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Mike has it.
I always feel really rude not looking at you. Hang on a minute, but hey, how you doing?
Dude, you know what's
so cool to see you at last.
It's funny because it's backwards. Like everything's like backwards.
I know. You're used to the mirror image on Hangouts.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the wall.
That's right. That's it.
Mike, it's so good. It's so good.
And you, it's been such a long time. It was coming. We had to get there eventually.
Yeah, Robert, the great thing about the StreamYard thing is it's very little CPU or system resource intensive.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, though.
Sorry, this is from Quentin. I'm giving you a noogie.
So you probably could stream a bit better. And this is the free version. There is a paid version. I can't remember what the number is for it. I think 20 or so a month. But it gives you then 1080p as an output option. But as you can see here, 720p. It's really nice and clear. Yeah. Like Ben before, when he was trying to do the hangouts, he was always a little blurry or whatever. Now you can see what he looks like now, and that's because
that could be a bad thing, but
there's a downside to everything, isn't there?
Yeah, brother, that's true. Crowbar says he'll take me to block. Yeah, I wish you could do 9 people, because then we could do the Hollywood Squares.
So many of us all talking at the same time.
Yeah, and we'll just like do rounds just like Hollywood Squares, but the winners are in the chat and they win pedals or something. Or
we all offer up pedals.
Yeah, you win this string winder.
Yeah.
You and this used set of strings.
Yeah. A used string winder. Yeah. You receive a drumstick.
Hey, metalhead hippie.
Told me to get a haircut.
Oh yeah.
Touche.
I'm dead jealous of that hair. I posted a picture of me in the 80s earlier today on Instagram for the first time, and it was like,
I saw that picture. I started to comment like, I can't tell if it's Mike or Eddie Van Halen.
You just made my day for the 3rd time this week, Robert Baker. Call me. No, love it. I just saw a comment and I missed it. Where's it gone?
I was thinking it's bad enough. I was watching one of Robert's videos the other day, and I'm like, dude, I think you're due for a haircut because I know how long you keep your hair.
Yeah, it is. It's like too long right now.
I got mine cut before Winter Nam, and I still regret it. It's almost back to what it was.
Was it?
Almost.
Yeah, it's to the length where now like it gets caught when I'm playing guitar, or if I play like a Les Paul or anything that has a toggle switch on top. Like if I flip the switch, my hair like gets caught in it. And I'll go to like bend. I'm like So.
Hey Dylan, yes, the t-shirt's very nice. Thank you.
Ooh. Oh, did Ike comment that?
That's cool, Terry. Really cool.
Oh, we all love Ike at Flipside.
Yep.
Ike's the man.
You're going to be out there next month, Robert.
I am?
Are you doing the Vola event?
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah. I know Steve from Boston's going.
Huh.
I thought you were too for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't even know about it.
Honestly, with the amount of stuff that Robert does, I'm surprised that he actually can remember when he has an event to do.
Well, and that was the funny part, like we were joking about it, Mike, earlier on your stream, how YouTubers, a lot of us all know each other. And Steve's like, I'm doing an event for Vola next month or in November. I think it's in Denver. So immediately I grab my phone, text Ike, and I'm like, dude, are you doing an event for Vola? He goes, yeah, man. How'd you know? I was like, well, Steve's talking about it, but he doesn't know where it is. He's like, oh, yeah, it's here. Like, hey, Steve, you're doing the Vola event at Flipside. He goes, oh, cool. Rock on.
Yeah. I had kind of told him, like, I didn't want to do any more events for the rest of the year. So I think that if they are having one, that's probably why I don't know about it yet.
Maybe that's why Steve's doing it.
Could be. Yeah.
I shake my head at your dinner, Quentin. He sent me a photo of the burnt ribeye with ketchup.
Nice.
With ketchup.
Are you going to Winter Nam, Robert?
I should be, yeah. As far as I know, I am.
Okay. Aaron from Albus Band was asking. So.
The real question is, Mike, are you going to Winter Nam?
Oh, man. Now that you've said that, I need to, don't I?
I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, yeah, I'll come. That's cool.
Nice.
If I can get somebody to sponsor me, I'll be there. Yeah, be cool.
I don't know. Rhodes is getting some nice product placement at the moment.
Yeah, we need to meet. We need to meet and chill and have a hangman. That would be so cool.
Yep,
for sure. If you want more of like a chill kind of like hang. Winter NAMM is pretty hectic, but like Summer NAMM is so much fun.
That's what I was suggesting to him, that he would probably be perfectly great with a Summer NAMM.
Yeah, Summer NAMM. Nashville. I love Nashville.
Yeah. I think I had more fun in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep.
Different fun, but more fun because, like, say, Broadway's right there.
Yeah, we were on Broadway.
Wow.
So like our hotel was there, so we were just kind of, we had a Hattie B's like literally right across from our hotel. So we're just like, all right, and just walking over there to the Hattie B's.
Nice.
Yes, I was just going to bring that up, Aaron. He says it's chill enough for troll videos, which, by the way, Henning did love your contribution to the troll videos, Baker.
My contribution?
Yes, Aaron had you do a small video for Henning complaining why he wasn't at Summer NAMM.
Oh, yeah. I remember that
one.
now.
Ryan from 60 Cycle did one. We got Trey to do one, and Dylan from Hosa did one. So he was just firing them off to Henning every day.
And a damn for explosion, upside down explosion.
Damn, upside down. $10 is donation to link to get the NAMM.
Oh,
Whoa!
So for logistics, that just means that it's 2 pints on me, mate.
Oh, brother, I'm there. I'm there. What do you think, Terry? Terry? What do you think?
What are you doing to me?
Just sort of give you a little tickle there. Did you like that?
Bracket says, Ben, come to Summer NAMM again. Barring a huge problem, I will be back. Sleepy Labs is going to the Black Keys next week. Am I coming up as well? Unfortunately not, but if you do see Rhett, definitely say hey.
nice.
I texted Rhett today, but I didn't get a response because I know he's already out on the road, so I wasn't expecting a response. But
Wow.
Phil Mosley said he'd like to also go over to NAMM this winter.
Oh, well, we could fly together, man. We could go together.
That's why I brought it up, because that'd be kind of cool.
well,
That
you
would
see,
be really cool.
I was actually, it was funny. Phil and I one night I was looking at cruises because first of all I was like, do they still do transatlantic cruises?
God.
You're a
That's
guitar
a long
player.
way to get there, isn't it? It's like,
Not
hey,
that-
I'll set out for Summer NAMM now.
Now, and
I think it was only like a week to 10 days each way, but the deal is you would work on the cruise ship as a musician to pay for your trip.
That's
there we
always
go.
assuming that you're a musician. I mean, if I could play like this guy, this guy, then I might be able to earn my passage. But at the moment, I think that no, I don't think that's the way to get there, man. Unless I take up the trumpet. Nobody plays the trumpet anymore.
You just need to blow an hour of Jimmy Buffett tunes.
yeah, learn Margaritaville in like 10 different styles.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
And this is my gent version. Some of you may like it, some of you may not.
Jason Wade has a question for Ben. Question to you and the panel: your favorite 1, 4, 5 chord progression to play and then noodle over.
12-bar blues in the key of B.
The people's key.
Yeah.
Everything's the people's key.
People's key. A favorite 1-4-5 progression. I mean, probably just like A, D, E. I mean, key of A always. Life equals key of A.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
folks, the key of B.
Yeah,
Only because the Stones did a lot of stuff in the key of B.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. It's all good. You gotta love that key of E. I'm loving the key of E. It's the best key there is. Isn't it?
It's so authentic.
Oh man. Yeah, you got Stones authentic, haven't you? You know.
Yeah,
Oh,
Honda.
gosh. No, I don't even know what 1-4-5 is. So I just say do it in the people's key of
In the people's key.
B flat.
B flat.
Flat, you can have the horn section.
Yeah, with a K sharp and
K sharp.
flatten the 7th and sharpen the 9th. That doesn't make any sense.
Gotta add that Q minor scale, and then you're
Q
set.
minor, Q sharp minor,
Sharp minor,
C
domino.
Q sharp minor with a dominant fourth.
Yeah, with the raised 2 -9. So, you know, very very like classic AC/DC chord.
That's right. As Aaron said, Z neutral.
Z neutral.
GCD, and you know every country song there is.
Yep.
Pretty
Very
much.
Very
Pretty much.
true.
Joe Hervey asks, is Robert looking at any guitars or amps?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no budget for them, but always looking. I really I want to get a Jazz Master. So
Really?
yeah, I'm all about that. All about those P90s. So I don't think they're not, technically not P90s.
No, they're just basically like a wide-bodied single coil.
Yeah,
Cool,
because
yeah.
everyone yells at me when I say P90s.
Hey,
They're
I
not
call them P90s too. I was like, well, the P90 is an oversized single coil, so
I know. I'm like, I don't get it.
yeah.
They look like P90s, sound like P90s, are made like P90s. Nope.
Yeah, there's not much actual structural difference between the two. So it might as well be a P90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing Fender has a really cool thing called the Mod Shop.
Mm-hmm.
You can order a guitar. We actually ordered one years ago. It was called Custom Order Guitars. They changed the name to Mod Shop. My wife ordered one. But now there's all these options, and you can do a Jazz Master in it. And I was like, oh, I might try that, because it would be like a fun little like video series of just like going through all the templates and ordering it. But that, like I said, that's more down the road. Too much adulting is taking place right now.
Yeah,
It's like killing the guitar fund.
Oh man, that's the thing, isn't it? Children,
And
families,
Paul Lou,
houses.
the mechanic from Brickburg, and Bumblebess and Wolverilla joining in. Wow, we got a bunch of people jumping in.
Oh,
Nice.
Will's in. Hey.
Very cool. I don't know, I'm trying to think if I've ever owned an offset. I briefly had the one Jazz Master I gave to my sister, but then again, I more or less bought it for her. So I don't know if I technically owned it for a week, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting one.
Yeah, I've never owned anything offset.
Well, I get it, because I hear enough of your playing. I'm like, yeah, why would you have a jangly offset? You know, you're not playing Sonic Youth.
No, well, it's weird because like I always hated the Jazz Masters, or what's the other one? Is it a Mustang?
Jaguar, yeah.
Jaguar,
Oh,
Mustang. Yeah, I always hated all of them, and then all of a sudden now I'm like, they're so cool. I want to get one, you know. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I tell you, that Tone Fuchs one that I played, the green one, that I did a video with Hughes and Kettner, the floorboard thing. That guitar, I just wanted to take it away with me. I picked it up. It was like somebody left it in the room. I might as well use this for the video. And after I played it for 10 minutes through that H&K, it was like, how much is this?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave it. Yeah.
Let me sit it back down.
Yeah, let me come back in 5 years when I've saved up. But it was nice, sweet, man, sweet. Good sound.
Was it Ryan from 60 Cycle? Today's video was that Strat with the gold over Paisley.
Yeah, see, I don't mind the relics, but I'm not a big relic fan. But that one was particularly scary. It was scary in a good way. Don't get me wrong. It was I like
pretty. The relic pickup covers. Like they had actually taken off the edge of the pickup covers. Even I was like, wow, I've never seen that.
No, then some of those Friedman guitars, man. The relicking jobs on those. You pick it up and it was like, this isn't relic. This is like 1960s. This has been played for years, and it's
that's kind of the way I thought about my vintage T, because some people like it, love it. For me, it was just like I've never owned a relic guitar before, so I told them I was just beat the life out of it. Like I just beat it up. I was like, I'm just curious, what they're about, you know. So
smash it like you hate it, guys.
yeah, I was like, you know, like you know, whisper mean things to it, like then like, you know, string it up.
Whisper mean
Yeah, basically like hurt its soul. Like, you know, I just want the guitar to be like mad at me like, already. And but
crazy.
yeah, like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know, like it looks ridiculous. But then, like, I'm like, I don't know. You look like Kenny Wayne Shepherd's guitar, or like someone like that. I'm like, his guitars look like this. So,
oh no, it's great. And the thing is, what they do so well is that they relic the back of the neck perfectly, so it feels like it's been played forever.
Yeah.
And I made Phil McKnight laugh so hard. I said, you know, it's strange. Why don't they ever relic the frets? Put big dings, wear marks in the frets.
They just handed all the health. The first thing you gotta do is get a refresh.
Yeah. This has been, exactly. Yeah. You just spent 4 times as much as a standard guitar to have it relicked, and you've got to have it refretted the minute you get it home.
Take it out of the case, giant dings in the fret.
Yeah.
I love that like unplayable feel.
Yeah.
The first time you use the pickup selector, the knob just breaks off.
It just comes right off.
That complete, you can't bend a note because it's so stuck in the grooves in the frets.
That's the way my Les Paul is now. I had never really looked at the frets like closely until I got these like the Dario like polishing things.
Right? Sure. Yeah, I saw that. That was because Phil's got they've got like little slots in, haven't they? And
that's who I saw. I saw him use them in one of the 42 Gear Street videos.
I saw you comment and say that you were going to use them and watch you use them, which is cool.
Yeah, and they worked great. And I like I said, I never really looked at the frets, and then there's like all kinds of dents in the frets from play, and I'm like, oh god, like how much life do these frets have left? Because now when I play it, I feel the string dip down like I didn't before. Now I'm like, why would I ever look at them? I shouldn't even like pay any attention.
You got to get them changed for stainless, man. Stainless.
I dread the day that I have to refret that one. I really don't want to, but
hello to Foul Fish, Wilmar Nalbond. Good to see you, Phil Bradshaw. Aaron from Elvis Band was asking Mike if you could walk away with something from 42 Gear Street, what would it have been?
Dave Friedman.
Just Dave.
Yeah, just Dave. I love the guy.
He's my new tech for working around the studio.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He was such a sweet guy. Literally, I did that interview with him, and we talked for about an hour, and it was like, oh man, the stuff that he doesn't know is not worth knowing. You know what I mean? The guy is just incredible. He knows everything there's to know about guitars, about amps, about pedals, and he's just a super, super sweet guy as well. There's no ego there at all. And I love people that are down to earth. And that's why I love Robert so much. He's such a sweet guy.
In person, and I'm like, saying that, like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's...
once you get past the paparazzi and the security team, he's a good guy.
Don't even. No, but he was super. He was super. So I would take that away. And if I couldn't have him, then it would probably be that green Tone Fuchs guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Metalhead Hippie has asked me to ask Robert.
And hello to Metalhead Hippie.
Hey.
Yeah, as well, sorry. Robert, if you had $700 to spend on a telly, which one would he get and why? I'm looking at telly and want his opinion.
$700 to spend on a telly. I'd probably just get like a used Mexi or something like that. To be honest, I mean, you could honestly like on Facebook Marketplace. Metalhead Hippie, you're up in Alaska though, I believe, if I remember correctly. But I would look, like I said, I don't know if you have like a Facebook Marketplace up there, but around here, like you could get an American Strat, for probably $700 or something like that. That's still a lot of money, but I mean, relatively inexpensive compared to a new one, which is going to be I don't know what the new
I
pros
was thinking a new player series should be right around the 7.7
Are they?
US because I think they're about 9 Canadian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're in the high 6, low 7 range US, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never played
That's
one
what
of
I'd be
those,
looking at.
but
Oh, I love them.
do you? Everyone
love
who's
them,
talked
yeah.
about them has said really good things.
Yeah, I'd buy it over the Ventura that costs, what, 30% more.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, it kind of helps when your buddy's a Fender dealer and brings all this stuff in. So I play pretty much every Fender that hits the market, I play.
never a bad
Hey,
deal.
quick hello, Michael B.
Hello to Michael B.
Michael B. Hey.
That
But
our
then get used,
local,
yeah. Metalhead Hippie's like, would like American, but MIM would be okay. You can, get a used American or a new Mexican. They're about the same price.
yeah. Yep. So I mean,
I love that. It's $700 in the US, $10,000 Canadian.
Yeah,
Or 500 euro.
that's I always joke with my buddy who's Canadian. Always he'll say something like whatever he had to pay for it. I'm like, so that's like what, like $1 million in US? Like what's that conversion rate? No, it's not, man.
oh, and before I
Love
forget,
it.
I should say hello to my cousin Doug in the chat.
Hello, Doug, in the chat. It's a long name, isn't it? It's a
That's
strange
an
name as
interesting. Is it like
Yeah.
his middle name? Doug and
Well,
Chat.
technically, the screen name is Legendary Corn Doug.
well. Ah,
I see why you call him Doug in the chat now. It rolls off your
Yeah.
tongue.
Oh, that's just Doug in the chat.
yo, Doug in
And
the
Soda,
chat.
Woody Johnson. Woody Johnson bought the 60s Ventura. Great pickups. They do have nice pickups. I will agree on that.
Nice.
JC.
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat over here, and it looks like I'm looking at Robert. As if...
And it looks like I'm just looking at nothing.
Robert's chat.
Yeah, you're angry with me because you're looking over here, and I'm like,
I'm just like, I refuse to look at you. Don't look at me.
Ever have that feeling that somebody else on the panel is constantly looking at you?
I
Hey,
didn't think about that.
I'm going to start looking at Terry again. That's better.
Bobby Lopez.
I've always looked up to you, Terry.
Steady, Terry.
That says my dream guitar is a used first act relic Robert Baker's signature.
Just broken in half. Not even playable.
How were you able to ship it in a shoebox? You'll see.
No, don't use a small round file from Walmart. You have to get it from Costco. No, I'm joking. Yes, yeah, it will. But the first thing, oh my goodness, we're going. That's a jump back in time right there, isn't it? That's about half an hour, 40 minutes ago. But good catch, good save from that. Yeah. Don't do any filing until you've got that lubricated nut sorted out and see if it's binding first.
And honestly,
because the last
I wouldn't
thing
even use
you want to
file.
do is no.
I use a little bit of 600 grit sandpaper, just fold it backwards in a V and just wrap it around the string. 2 or 3 passes top.
Even a very thin wound string. Use that. But the thing is, what you want to make sure is you don't go deep. Don't cut into the nut. Just widen it, because if it sits in there too much, it'll pick up friction and it'll bind. So no, if in doubt, don't get the files out. China Mike, so love it.
Step away.
Grab me a fistful of 1 to 1.4 mil picks if you go to NAMM. Will do, Metalhead Hippie. Consider them yours.
Another thing you can use.
Send me your address. If you want to email me at canuckswithguitars@gmail.com, email me your address, because I already have a bunch of thick picks and I'll send you a bunch. Just send me your address and they're yours. And Lawrence has to head out. See you, Mr. Petross.
Yep. Have a good week.
Go build those magical boxes full of Tony goodness.
These right here.
Yeah, those right there.
Listen to that click.
That's a good click.
If I've ever heard a good click, this would be it.
He will be proud. I did a demo of a Lawrence Petross boost pedal. He'll be not proud that I mispronounced the name of it. I called it 4 different names, which are all wrong, because he replied to my text after I shot the video. But I'll leave it in because that's me. But I was showing also how a boost will react after an overdrive pedal and before an overdrive pedal. So it's literally the boost is wedged between 2 other Lawrence Petross pedals. So I just use nothing but his company stuff.
Quentin has a question for Robert.
Oh.
Can Robert explain about the feel of using heavier strings on his Gibson scale length guitars? I saw that he went up to 11s.
And Jason Wade, send me a message and hit me up with your address. I'll send some out.
Yeah. So I switched most of my Gibson scale length up to 11s, and what I was saying in the live chat last night was it didn't really change too much on my left hand. Like the strings don't really feel that much thicker. Like the bending is still the same, and all that. But it changed more for my right hand is what I liked more, because I'm so heavy handed whenever I pick. A lot of times it would feel like if you pick too hard, like the way it would push the string out of the way. Like there's just like it's weird, but it's almost like there's like a millisecond for the string to snap back to place. It's almost like when you use a thin pick. I hate the flex of the pick. That's why I have to use such thick picks.
Right.
So I found with the heavier gauge strings, it doesn't do that. Whenever you have that shorter scale length, like it feels more like the tins that are on my Strat or whatever like Fender scale length guitars are. But it's been more of like a right hand thing. Like I like the way that the strings kind of like snap back quicker when you pick them. And it's probably like just me like wanting it to be different. I'm like, I have to find a reason for this to be like better. But
placebo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know if it sounds any better, but as far as the feel, it's more of my right hand pushing through the string versus the left hand being like, oh, these are so hard to bend the strings. It's like it didn't really do anything to my left hand. It was just my right hand felt better. Like the strings didn't go sharp or anything when you really pick them hard.
So you could dig in a bit more.
Yeah, like on 10s, on most guitars, if you really hit that low E string, because I'll get comments all the time, your low E string's out of tune. I'm like, I'm picking it too hard. It makes it go sharp. And the 11s don't. Like you can just sit there and just like wail on the guitar, and the string doesn't go sharp. So it was Kenny Wayne Shepherd who mentioned that made me want to try those. And I think one of his Instagram posts, he was like, that's why he uses such a fat low E string. So when he hits it, it doesn't go sharp. I'm like, oh, well, I want to do that too, So then, so there you go, and it works.
Awesome, man. That's cool. I'm going to try some 11s. I've got some Ernie Ball strings that I got at the UK Guitar Show, and they've dared me to put a set of 11s on. So yeah, it'll need a setup, but never mind.
I did recently. I picked up a set of 11s as well for one of my guitars, which is a Gibson scale, which is going to D standard, hence up to 11s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down tune.
Yeah, a dedicated Motley Crue guitar. Yeah, we're at that point.
Quentin said, any difference in your legato? Not really. But like I said, the left hand, the strings just like, you just kind of dig in a little bit more. That's it. There's not like a huge difference, on my left hand. I was kind of worried because I play those guitars a lot more than most of the other ones. I was like, are my wimpy hands capable of handling this? And then like they were like, my hand's like, yo, I got you, bro. And my right hand's just like, what's up with this? So it worked out good in the end.
Nice.
My hands talk to me. So, normal stuff.
My niece heard asked, does changing the string thickness change the action? In theory, yes, because it can put more strain on the neck, which can pull it to more of a bow, which will raise the action.
Mm-hmm. So I just saw Quentin in the chat and made me realize I hadn't had any water for a while.
Yeah.
11s. Oh yeah, 11s and standard. So all my guitars are in standard.
Quentin just noticed my shirt. Thank you, Quentin. And Soda told me to take it off because the band will break up. If they haven't broken up by now, they're not going to. I'm the same way, Chuck Booth. He says, I play with a light touch, so I prefer lower gauge strings. Yeah, I'm pretty much 9s exclusively.
Yeah, I put 10s on that Ibanez S470 I got. And then I picked up my Strat, and it was like, oh my God, what a different feel altogether, because the Strat has the 8s on it.
I was playing the Ernie Ball before we went live. It's got 10s on it, and I could tell. It says it's usually the G string. When I go to do a full step bend with the G string, I'm like, oh, hello.
Try not to step too far with your G string.
Yeah.
You got, I was gonna say, you can, I could tell more, like if you play a guitar, like when you go down a gauge, that to me is when it's like super, like almost like unplayable for me. Like I can't go from 10s to 9s. It takes me so long to get like adjusted to, like if I play someone else's guitar and they're just like, oh, here, just play it, and I'm like, what gauge are these strings? And they're like 9s. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I've been on the hybrid sets for the longest time, so I'm like 9 to 46 is the EXL 120s, and it's crazy. The bottom strings, just when I go to and play a guitar with a set of 9s on, it's like rubber bands. What's going on?
Did you put 2 A strings on this?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. A buddy of mine uses 12s on his Strat. Just like a huge SRB nut. Yeah, on a Strat.
That's what I was just going to say.
And he's got big, like beefy man hands, and I just, when I play it, I'm just like it's just like telephone wire wrapped on the guitar, and I can like trying to bend it, and then my fingers are just like crying while I try to do a full step bend. What are you doing to us? It's like, God, and I don't. Again, I can't hear a difference in like the tones, like a big enough difference. I think clean, like on a clean tone, you can hear the difference.
Yeah, right.
Distorted, I can't tell the difference between 10s, 11s, 12s.
No, I defy anybody to really tell the difference until you start drop tuning, and then you really feel it. Then you can hear it as well with the drop tuning. But standard pitch, concert pitch, no.
Hey,
not
we got guitar hack in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, cool.
But unfortunately, I have to roll out of here. Go,
Alrighty, sir.
Movie night.
Dropping in. Thank you for chatting with Mike. I know it made his night.
Oh, it did really good. High five, man. High five.
High five. Oh, look. Oh, dude. First try.
Yay. Oh, look how small your hand is.
Look at that. Oh, look. Hold on. How do I make my hand bigger?
There you go. I'll make mine smaller. There you go.
There we go. Look at this.
Hey. Somebody screenshot that for me.
We should have done like a fist bump, but then like fist bump, you blow it up.
Nice,
awesome, man, awesome.
I'm not real sure how to get out of this though. Oh, here we go. Leave studio.
There you go. Well,
okay, brother.
Have a great night, everyone.
How often do you say that, Robert? Leave the studio.
Leave studio. Never. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah,
cheers,
you too,
brother.
Robert.
Oh, what a dude. He's so sweet.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Metalhead Hippie uses 12 to 56. Damn.
Just made my day.
Good.
Again, for the 4th time this week.
Yes.
Love the guy. He's amazing.
He's great. You know, I remember we talked for months about doing our first hangout together, and we figured out a date early February, so just after NAMM. Yeah. And, you know, as with most people, when I invite someone on for the first time, they'll check out my channel before agreeing. I get it.
Yeah.
Smart move. So I run into him at Winter NAMM. First time I meet him in person, I'm like, hey, Robert, I'm Ben Coombs. You know, I'm looking forward. We're doing a hangout together. He goes, I know who you are. You got a haircut. And I went, I did, yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's super nice. He's very attentive. He knows everybody in the guitar community.
He's a good kid.
He cares.
Yes,
he does. Right, I'm gonna go and have a quick comfort break, and I won't run away. I'll be back, even though it's 2:30 in the morning. But I've drunk 3
Well, you want to
beers
make it
and 2
2:50
of these.
o'clock. I know you do.
Do you know it's 2:31, and that's exactly what I'm aiming for. I'm gonna make it to 2:50 o'clock.
I like it.
and then I'm gonna bow out. But
Fair enough.
man, I do need to go and have another short comfort break.
You do that, sir.
Intermission.
I don't know why I'm doing the I Dream of Jeannie theme for hold music, but sure.
No.
All right. Let's keep those questions coming. And if anyone in the chat hasn't subscribed to Guitar Hack yet, we've got them down to, I think, 59 away from 1,000. And thank you, those that have subscribed to me lately, because I passed 1,400.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. Been a lot of work. A lot of work. Well, you see everything, Terry. You know. Phil's asking, when am I moving? I don't have a date yet, but I'm going to start packing soon. My idea is I'm going to pack up the studio pretty much first. So I want to get a few weeks of videos in the bank. So I won't be making videos for a while. I'll still do the live stream stuff, but won't be recording demos as much. So because I got some reno work to do at the new place before we move in too, because it ain't soundproof, and I'm about 300 feet from the highway.
Ooh.
Well, you know when you're driving down the 401, say in between towns, and there's that road that runs right parallel to the highway, and you see a few houses on it, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of those type places.
Oh, God.
Like literally, it's front yard, road, mailbox, ditch, highway. Dwight, hey, Ben, I found out how to get effects on videos on Facebook. Wish I could on YouTube, but some good cool one on Facebook. You can there's a few apps on your phone that you can record video in that will add effects. I use some of those, and you can add them after the fact on videos as well. Doug asked, where did I see that? Hey, Ben, want to go to Cleveland with me in March? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Maybe. March is a good time. I don't really have much going on. I got Winter NAMM, and then I wouldn't have anything going on until June, so that could be doable. Reno is fun. Well, yes and no. You got it. Metalhead Hippie, you're right. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the Tone King, please subscribe to the Tone King. We're trying to get him to 100,000 subscribers. Where's JJ tonight? Good question. I think JJ, I don't know, he's been playing a lot of Saturday night gigs, so he might be recovering. I know he went out, he took his son out to see Fu Manchu on Friday night.
Ooh.
For his son's first show. Well, his son's drum teacher is the drummer from Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that'd be
That's the advantage of living in California, folks.
Bless you.
Fu Manchu, bless you.
BC Rich says, I have 12 acres in the middle of nowhere, and it's a lot of fun with really crazy volume at will. That would be sweet.
Yeah, I wish this place was in the middle of 12 acres. That would be so cool.
Yes, and Henning Pauly as well. Let's get him to 100,000.
Yeah, he's so close. He's like 900 away now.
Nice. And a great guy.
Yeah, Tone King, the guitarologist, Robert Baker, Steve from Boston, China Guitar Skeptic.
Don't know who that last one is.
Guitar Hack.
It's such a positive, supportive community.
Oh, I see. Good. Doug needs a video guy for when he goes to Cleveland. Yeah, man. If you want, if you're doing the cost, like room, or we're using the trailer or something like that, you got it, buddy. We'll figure something out. Hit me up. Text me. Info.
If you got the money, honey, I got the time.
Yep. We'll go honky tonkin'. Or the line from the AC/DC song, it's like, if you got the dollar, we got the tune. something about that. I was like, yes, I love that. Quentin James says, I got him to 200. Now he's at 355, and it's pretty much a sausage fest. I think it's pretty much the whole guitar community is pretty much a sausage fest.
Yeah, we had the lovely Emma on the live stream earlier. She's funny, man. She's so cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, she was saying she had a problem with one of her guitars and she was going to trade it in for a D28. I'm like, you can't go wrong with that.
In answer to that question, nobody lives in me. I don't know which one of the boys you were asking, do you live in China, Mike? But neither Ben nor Terry live in me.
No. Sometimes we want to, though. Not going to lie.
No, I don't live in China. I live in England.
Legendary Corn Dog, we can pay you by you doing the intro for the podcast. Yes, he's starting a bi-weekly podcast, and my song Greasy Weasel is going to be the theme song once I get it recorded.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
British sausages bangers.
No, Joe. Amp still isn't sold.
Chuck Booth. Let's see now. We got Baker, another sub.
Yeah.
The guy with the biggest channel that we know.
Oh, he's the coolest dude.
Yeah. Super cool, super busy.
Amazing player.
Apparently not playing at Flipside next month for the Vola. I could have swore he was I know there's two people performing, and you know, I have no relationship with Vola at all, but even I was invited out to the event from Ike himself. And I think part of it was to introduce me to the Vola folks, but it was one of those, I'll put you up once you get here. I'm like, yeah, but I can't afford to get there. You know, it's that or now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So one day I'll get out to Denver. Pete Hickson has to head out. See you, buddy.
Cheers, Pete.
Pete.
Take care. That's better. I've split my face in half, but I've got you here now and Terry here.
Okay.
Which is, I've put my face across the middle of my two screens.
Nice.
And hopefully it makes me look at the camera a bit more.
Soda says, does Soda get a cut because I named it Greasy Weasel? Sure. Oh my God, Mike with some socks.
Oh, man.
Have a good one, Michael B.
Yeah, take care, brother.
68 watching, 65 thumbs up. Nice percentage.
Wow. That's a good.
Well,
good
as you will say, Mike, this is very much a community-driven channel.
Yeah, for sure.
See you, Hack.
We know it.
Hack. Have a good
So,
week.
Hack, take care, brother. Be good. Be happy.
And
be
hello,
healthy.
James Severin.
Yep.
There you go. One out, one in.
Yep.
Usually the way
That's
it
what
is.
Eddie.
To quote Henning.
Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a Henning question for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Where did you get that picture of him with a mohawk?
What?
Ah. See, now I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. Or at least Henning's mum would have to kill you.
Ah, because
Henning's
somebody
mom.
may have paused that video and took a screenshot of that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'll send. I may send it to you, Terry. I may. You know, it's a public domain now that Mike's broadcasted all over the Google. You know.
Do my I've just rebalanced those after my live stream. Who was asking? Sorry. Oh, wow, that went quick.
Oh, thanks,
Eddie
Jason.
Van Haskell.
Yeah, Dave Wallerman. Yeah, he does Vola clinics. So,
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Lovely guy as well.
in regards to what Robert said about taking a break, he's done a lot of Vola stuff and everything else. So, I'm not surprised that he's taking a break, probably to spend more time with the missus and his little guy.
He's a busy guy. He's definitely a busy guy.
Mike Myers is from Canada. Well, at least the comedian Mike Myers. The other one that has a mask or whatever on, no.
There. Since I know Aaron's a huge Henning fan. That's all I'm saying. PJ and the Beard. Hello. Just thought. I wonder if Ben is live. Yep. Good to see you, man. Been enjoying your live streams, man.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out yet, check out PJ and the Beard. They do gear demos. They do a weekly live stream. Of course, now we have competing because Phil Mosley Music and PJ and the Beard are both live at basically the same time on Monday evenings. Just saying. I thought so, Aaron. Let's see. How many guitars, etc., could you get instead of a trip to NAMM for Phil? Ooh, quite a bit. I couldn't get a whole lot because I'm doing it really on the cheap.
Yeah, Phil, if we get an oar each, maybe we could row. Maybe we could get across that way. That'd be cheap.
There we go.
By boat, or do you mean by Russian boat? Stowaway.
Haha, could do that, couldn't we? Am I looking forward to the new Yamaha THR2 series practice amps? I tell you, I just played the first series over in TGU, and I love that. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I tried one of them was actually, he was in the chat right at the beginning of the show. I don't know if you're still watching. Ginger Redhead that was in the chat. He's been in a couple of videos I posted on the channel. Basically a video that if it's not me, it's him. And he borrowed one when they first came out. It had to have been at least 5-6 years ago, I think. And he's like, check this out. Battery operated, blah, 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 plugs in. I was like, holy crap, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the Canadian YouTubers that...
I just read Aaron's comment. You can always crash by me, Mike. It's what Ben does.
Oh, thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm getting really bad. This is difficult with the StreamYard because the comments are all like at the side. Actually, no, that's really bad because I just have a separate screen for the comments, and
yeah.
it's just,
Hey, I have the chats going twice.
I can't pop it.
I have
You can't pop it out, can you?
Yeah, I can do stuff like that on screen. Has Mike ever seen a UFO?
What a question! What a question! Yes, I have. Yeah, I've seen a UFO. I'm just trying to think of something really witty and clever now that UFO could stand for. But I'm nearly hitting my 5th hour of being live on YouTube in 7 hours, and my brain is addled. UFO. Have I ever seen a UFO? UFO.
Mike's gonna go to bed, and this is all he's gonna be reading.
He's gonna be seeing live chat.
And it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh, UFO. I know.
Wait, Ben is still live. I'll just type it in the chat.
Hang on a minute. Did I just say 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm only about 15 minutes away. Oh, man. Oh, goodness me. Yes. Come on, make this last 5 minutes count because it's nearly 2:50 o'clock.
Female objects. Oh, my God.
Ultimate fretted object, unidentified fart odor.
I've definitely seen some of those, yes. Ultimate fretted object. I like that though. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. That sort of like you refer to some of maybe the more affordable or entry level guitars, So how was it? Well, it's not so much a guitar as a guitar shaped object.
Ah, unidentified.
There they are.
Fender object.
There's Ginger Dreadman. Yep, just made more coffee. Cool. Yes. When you borrowed that Yamaha amp off, I think you got that off Vandertot. You borrowed it when you were over at Stacy's place. Now we're having this internal conversation because he's actually in town. That's the thing. You got people tuning in from all over the world, and then you got a buddy from town in the chat, right? Which I love. It's
yeah. My bass player Matt, Jigger Matt, is always dropping into the live chats, and it's like I look at it and it's like, I know that name. Oh yeah, I know that name.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that happen a few weeks ago. Somebody jumped in and he's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in forever." Blah blah blah. And it was someone that myself and my sister went to high school with, and I don't think I've seen the guy in 20+ years.
Underwear freckle output. Goodness me.
And that's why we love Eddie Van Haskell.
We love him. He's the man. Quentin is back. He hasn't spoken for a while. Got a jet since I moved to a tower. I have to try and set up my mixer, mic, Helix, and see what happens. Later, kids. China Guitar Skeptic. I'm serious about a Skype chat. I'm serious about a Skype chat as well, man. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
See you later.
It's a great conversation.
Take care, brother. Yeah.
Always a great conversation with Quentin.
So China Guitar Skeptic, familiar with any music from Stephen Wilson? How popular his music in the UK?
That
Who?
popular.
No, I'm not actually, which is that bad? Is that a bad thing?
I figured as much. SD Design says the UFO comment came from watching Joe Rogan videos. No doubt. Yeah.
I'm looking him up now. Stephen
Who?
Wilson.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to say,
man.
speaking on the whole UFO thing, for those Trekkies out there, the new Star Trek Picard series is going to be starting in January.
Oh.
The listings. 10
Oh, he's
episodes.
English. Sorry. Porcupine tree.
Will says, one of my ex-wives actually smiled at me and said hi. I replied, "Are you drunk?"
Wow.
Guthrie Govan used to play for him. Ah, interesting.
I didn't even realize that I maybe should have turned my TV down. School of Rock is actually on.
That's where I
kinda
could hear kids
hearing
talking.
something
That's
about
why I was wondering where the kids talking was coming from. I thought mine were up. It was like, this is way, way too late or way too early for my children.
Like getting ready to get up and
Yeah. Go back to bed.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's almost 2:50 o'clock.
Do you know what? I'm 1 minute away from 2:50 o'clock, and it has been an absolute joy and a pleasure, gentlemen.
It has.
And
Yep.
my first proper face-to-face, the electronic face-to-face with Mr. Baker.
Well, I'm glad to have a small part in that.
Oh man, it's brilliant. The Mr. Baker, by the way, that is still very alive and kicking. To the other
Very
one,
alive and
we miss the other Mr. Baker.
And I also saw, actually, while I was handing out some notes, the bass player, and I'm sorry my name escapes me, the bass player from Leonard Skinner and 38 Special passed away this evening too.
Oh man,
Who I
So
saw play just a couple of years ago. Amazing bass player.
I blame Brad because he had to go there with that video, didn't he?
Yep.
I said that to him earlier. I don't really. What part of Russia is Mike from? I'm from the part of Russia that's separated about 50,000 million years ago, and it's now called the island called Britain. Britain. It is 2:50 o'clock, and
There we are.
I am going to. I'm going to have to love you and
has bangers and mash.
You made it.
oh yeah. Now I mustn't be on here at 2:51 o'clock. So love and leave you. Oh, it's 2:51 o'clock. No. Now I've got to stay another 24 hours. It was great to hang out with everybody. It was great to hang out with you guys. Thanks for inviting me on, Ben.
Oh,
Lovely
of
to
course.
see you, Terry.
Anytime,
And,
brother.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, it's great.
We have fun. We have joy. We have fun. We have seasons in the sun.
That is so
Terry Jacks. Terry
Yeah.
Jacks. All the way, man. All the way.
Love it.
And thank you to everybody in the in the chat as well, saying good night. And I'm going to leave you with one of my usuals. Rather than Ben's leave the doors open, I'm just going to say, hey, guys, take care. Take good care.
Love it. Take care, Mike. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And then there were two.
Now to be boring.
Yeah. Now a couple of Canucks. The international flavor.
I do not know what you're talking about, Ben.
Don't take any wooden Gibsons. Crowbar.
Oh, God, Corral.
Nice. 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 And I will say, I think, yeah, with you fine folks with the super chats, I think I may buy this bass. I appreciate it, folks. Because I do need a bass around here for doing some recording and stuff like that. So I can record a bass line to Greasy Weasel.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, Bumblebest. He's like the real stars, Ben and Terry.
Oh, God.
That bar is set way low.
Yeah.
The bass, we're trying to get 300 Canadian for it, but I can get it less. We'll just say less. And because I was getting a commission, but obviously I saved money on the commission. And he also told me he'd give me a really good deal because he know I'll use it and stuff. So yeah, I think we raised pretty much like, I think I need about $100. I think I need like $100 to be honest with you, folks.
Krell bar, Ben and Terry, great. Now I need some ice cream.
What do you eat? I don't know. It's that Ben and Terry stuff. It's fucking maple. I don't know.
Would have chocolate, maple.
Appears to be passive, Gary. Sure will.
Yeah. Even Soda just said that.
Oh.
Yeah, maple bacon. Yeah, there we go, Krell. It would be maple bacon chocolate ice cream.
Boom. There it is, folks. Oh man, I got the beer burps.
I have to say, I've had two Ibanez basses, and I thought they were nice, and it's the exact same body style.
I love the fact that it's got the Ernie Ball style humbucker in it. Like you thought it was an Ernie Ball originally. Yeah. And it's basically got a badass bridge on it.
Really?
Well, it's that style. You know, it's got a pretty good chunky block behind the
yeah,
style.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of a badass.
Yeah, it's for a heavier one, yeah. Yeah, it's too bad it wasn't a badass bridge, because a badass bridge would be $200.
Yeah, no kidding. Tesi, nice. The body reminds me of a G&L had a baby with a Yamaha TRB. Yeah, I know, eh? Yeah, so thank you, folks, because this will be very handy. So,
if you'd like Ben to own the videos.
Thanks, Dwight. He says, hey, Ben, that song you're working on, Greasy Weasel, sounding good. Ben, I can make you a deal for that acoustic. Oh, dude, the acoustic would more than pay for it. If you want that acoustic, my Epiphone, it's yours, dude. I don't play it. Yeah, 24 fret. That is interesting. I have a Sound Gear natural body with a badass 2 and active pickups. Love it. I had a Sound Gear a few years ago. But yeah, I picked this up at about
Bumble, if you think the neck on that bass looks long, you should look at a Thunderbird bass.
Oh, I know. Forget about it.
That thing, it's like stretching out and reaching for a 2x4. And that's just reaching for the first fret.
Whatever happened to the guitar? I'm still doing the guitar builds, Metalhead Hippie. I'm waiting on one of the bodies. And got to get the necks mounted in the next week or two. Let's see the Epiphone. Brack says, okay. right. Where is that?
The one you're
Reno
reading.
beer sitting back here. Nice to see. All right. Oh, and there goes the beer. The things I do for YouTube, folks.
Actually, Chuck, that did get actually really good reviews, so that would be probably a very solid buy.
Okay, we do not open that beer tonight. It just took a 4-foot drop, and I'm surprised the can didn't break open.
You're not doing the tap thing to get the carbonation down?
Oh, hell. No, it's going to need more of that. Usually you can press on a can and there's a little bit of give. That thing's rock hard at the moment. All right. So there we are, folks. Let's see. What was the button I used for that? That one? There we are.
According to Aaron, you spill way too much beer.
Shut up. Just because I spilt one on the pedal that he gave me. So there it is. Let's see if it's in tune. Not really. It's got electronics. It's got 2 pickups. We got the piezo or piezo under the bridge. It's got a magnetic pickup right at the neck. You got your blend, stereo jack, 2 jacks if you want. So yeah.
And Metalhead Hippie, the amp is a Viper VIP 2.
Doug says, I've seen you spill many. Yeah, that's different. That's on vacation. Fancy binding on the guard. Yeah, it's quite nice. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Andrew.
This one, I'd let this go 400 Canadian. It's worth about 500 Canadian, but I let it go for 4. It's got a hard shell case. If it does need to be shipped, though, you guys are responsible for shipping.
Yeah, I was just going to say those are usually a solid 4 on Kijiji.
Oh,
450.
Yeah, without a case.
Yeah, without case.
She's a great little guitar. I've gigged with it multiple times.
They almost made me snort. They said that's what, $10 US.
Yeah. You guys gotta stop paying attention to the conversion rates I shout out during gear demos. I spill alcohol all the time. Fortunately, it always goes down my throat.
Jeez.
Ben, do you use a loop switcher? If so, which one do you prefer? I do not. Yet. I think if I do get a loop switcher, I'll probably just have Lawrence Petross build me one. I know you do, Mark. It's yours if you want it. It's yours if you want it. Let me know. We can make arrangements to do payments. That's fine.
Do you take Interact?
E-transfer.
No, it's an old joke.
PayPal. Chuck Booth's asking Phil when his next live stream is. It'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. I'll try to end right at 9 tomorrow night for him. That's correct, Crowbar.
Wooden nickels? Is that supposed to be like Abraham Lincoln's teeth?
I thought it was Washington had the wooden teeth.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Andrew says, and hey to all the other cats here in the chat. I put that on the end. Y'all need more midday live streams. I've done some in the past. Usually when I want to have a guest on from Europe, I'll do it during the day so it's easier for them. Great price for your guitar, but shipping to the US would actually cost more. I think it would cost about $150 to ship it.
Yeah, about that.
So fortunately, we have a hand. We can get a deal on shipping because it would be shipped through our preferred Canadian retailer, who ships guitars every day.
SD Design asks, "What car do you drive? I want to get a Toyota." I can, if you want to go ahead, Ben.
I don't actually drive my car. It broke down a year ago.
I used to have my license, and then
So I drive a Dodge Caravan.
Yeah,
Or
I
a
used to,
54 Ford Custom. You most of you have seen that video if you haven't already. That my dad's classic car. That's the daily driver around here in the summertime. So, like, if the van isn't around, if my mom's out with the van or something, I just take the car into town. And more often than not, that's what I'm driving into town. And they're like, I'll drive into town, go to Ardens to upload a video. And they're like, really, dude? Like, the epitome, like, it looks kind of rock star because you're just this YouTuber that's coming in to upload videos driving a classic hot rod. Thanks, Chuck.
have a good night, Craig. And
Tesi says, hey guys, I'm shipping switches to Canada almost every day. Can you think of a retailer that would be a good partner for me to make it easier to ship to Canadian customers? Yes. Rob, message me the same thing because I'll forget. But yeah, I'll totally, I'll hook you up with somebody. I think so. I think I should be able to. So, Dwight, hey Ben, how do you repair a broken jack-o'-lantern with a pumpkin patch?
oh my god.
See ya, Wilmar.
Yeah, later, Milmar.
Oh, no problem, Rob. You've been good to me. And actually, Rob, I shot a bunch of videos yesterday wearing a Tesi Switch shirt. Yeah, only Dwight. I only got that because I think you had mentioned that one in Sean's hangout the other night.
In my case, I can say I did drive briefly, but my vehicle that I drove was actually the big giant Pontiac Parisienne 9-passenger station wagon from the mid '80s.
Nice.
That was
ever car was a '79 Parisienne 2-door.
No,
it was awesome. But of course, being a redneck, I stripped it for parts and sold it before I even ever got my license. See a blackjack guitar nut?
Otherwise, I can say from my own friend, the accountant's experience in going through multiple cars, traveling all over the US and Canada, Toyota for sure. He was pretty much Toyota, Acura, and he has now gone to a Subaru WRX. Those are probably your three best ones in regards to overall quality.
Somebody was asking, this is a Boss Mega Distortion.
Mega Distortion.
Great little pedal. Terry, remember when I used to go live for my old job? And I'd play during my lunch break? I was using, for my dirt tone, it was this into my old Brentwood with a 4 or 6 inch speaker in it. And it was like, my God, you got EVH's toned down pat. It was this into a 6 inch speaker, no less. Mayhem from the garage, sticky fingers, check in. Yeah, speaking of which, Mayhem, thank you very much for the gift for, or I guess payment for doing the guitar repairs. Quite seedy. Quite seedy. Good, but quite seedy. Bumblebess asks, how many pedals do you have? Well, and that was the other thing, Mayhem. Next time you come over, can you bring back my Metal Zone? He's got my modded Metal Zone pedal. I have, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 20, 24, 29, 35, 40, 42, 43, 44, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, including one with Mayhem. 54, it looks like currently.
Are you sure you're not making an extended holdover wall for Flipside? They ran out of room in the store, so they shipped them all to you.
Yes, that's the plan starting probably next week, Soda. I'll start packing up all this stuff. I'll just build a bunch of pedal boards. It's easier to for. What are we talking about? Alex asked. Oh, well, I was just asked how many pedals I have, and apparently I got 54 and more on the way. If I don't sell any, I'll probably be at 70 by the end of the year. I have a feeling I'll probably end up with 16 more by the end of the year.
I almost had a pedal trade. And I would have got rid of my Lucha Fuzz, and I would have got what's the name of the company now?
Anyways, Fuzz coming.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know which one. I was talking with Lawrence the other day, and I commented about one because he's got two that are coming out right now. There's Phoenix Fuzz and the two Ravens, and I forget which one. I commented on it, and he's like, "Okay, I'll send you one." I'm like, "Okay, sure, thanks."
Yeah, that must be nice. Oh, you need a fuzz? Oh, okay, here.
Yeah, and folks, if you're looking, actually, Rob's asking, have you all checked out the Alexander F13 flanger? No, but I'd like to. Anybody selling any fuzz pedals? Metalhead Hippie asks. Yes, and I was just going to mention that. If there is something you're looking for, folks, hit me up, because I'm always trading, buying, selling, trading pedals, because that's where I get most of my demos from. So, hey, Mike is himself. Legendary Corn Dog. I have 4, 2 on my bike and 2 in my truck. Yeah, that's right, because you don't drive standard.
I pulled it down. Anyways, the pedal I would have had gotten in trade would have been a, I guess like a stoner grunge pedal or a stoner / doom metal fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been the one side fuzz with a overdrive boost on the other side of it. So 2 buttons.
Right. Yep. Those are the best kind.
Yeah.
Because it's a fuzz paired with an overdrive, so you don't have to do that hunt and peck to figure out the nice combo.
Yeah.
But
the guy said
say hi earlier. Soda was asking, who am I talking about with Cornhole Doug? That would be Legendary Corn Doug. If you enjoy the game of Cornhole, follow him. He's into it big time.
Blackjack. Oh yeah. I have long arms.
In New Jersey, we'll have to call you the Pedal King. I'm getting there. Getting there. That fuzz / rat pedal is legend on bass. Alex uses the shit out of it. It'll be all over the EP. Awesome. Yeah, that's a tone bender fuzz with a rat tone stack incorporated into it. So it actually has tone options. Thank you, SD Designs. Yeah, we've been going over 2 hours already. Holy shit.
Yeah. Just broke it 8 minutes ago.
Legendary Corn Dog. I'm just here because my cousin became a big YouTube guy and will no longer come and visit me. Right. Yes, Metalhead Hippie. On your recommendation, I actually started following Fuzzlord Effects on YouTube. I'm really digging their stuff. All right. Of course, Aaron knows who Fuzzlord is. Jason makes great pedals. Yeah, Aaron's like on first name basis with like half the damn pedal board, or half the pedal builders. Laz says, I play cornhole once in Cincinnati and they said I was a ringer. I guess I was doing it right, though. I was stoned out of my mind. That's the best way to play cornhole, in my opinion, Laz. Last time I played, I was Doug's partner in the Coca-Cola tournament down in Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I think we won the first game. I think. I don't really remember. I was pretty wrecked. Not going to lie. I think he had someone else set up as his partner. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, come on, you got to go play. I'm like, all right. Whatever. Hey, Ben, can we hook up sometime tomorrow so that I can put a down payment on that acoustic? Sure, man. If I have wheels. Sure. Send me a text, buddy. I won't remember otherwise. Send me a text. Hit me up in the morning or something like that. That's fine. JHS has a ton of health. Yes, he does. Yes, sis, we're still going. For a few more minutes. We'll probably wrap stuff up soon. I don't want to keep you guys all night.
You're still doing the apple pie?
I'm guessing it's eaten at this point. And besides, I'm almost... Once this beer is killed, then we'll probably wrap things up. That's how I measure my life. How long did you go? I don't know, 2 beers?
Okay, I finally have it up the pedal I would have gotten in trade.
Oh.
It is by the company Minotaur Sonic Terrors, and it would have been their Fuzz and Burn.
Fuzz and Burn. Nice.
Not sure if
I made a recording in. She had 2.5 slices.
Oh my god.
I agree, my niece. Her beers are the best measurement system. Laz is just letting us all know that he's just been listening. We refer that as lurking. He's working on his studio room. Nice. Ooh, I think my second beer hit bottom, so I'm going to need to do something soon.
A quick visit to the porch.
Yep, pretty much. Old metal dude. Hey, buddy. Hey, Ben, have you tried the Earthquaker Devices Plumes pedal? I have. Not a fan. Just from my playing. I think Earthquaker does decent stuff because I've heard a lot of people play that stuff well. Earthquaker and me just don't bond much. Although I do enjoy that. I'm looking down at the pedal board that doesn't have the pedal on it. The Disaster Transport Junior, which I believe that video came out Friday, I think. I don't even know what I put out for videos anymore. Tube screamers aren't my thing. No, they're not.
Hey,
is that what it is? It's their tube screamer? And if that's the case, then definitely, yeah, it doesn't agree with me. Sean Zimmerman's been lurking and jerking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
TMI.
Need to go. Some beer and dinner, said my sweetie. Well, there you go, Laz. You enjoy dinner, buddy.
Yep. Have a good dinner.
Oh, man. Metalhead hippies eating chicken fingers and fries. I can go for some chicken fingers. Have I tried the MXR Acid Fuzz? I have not. The beard is lurking as he walks the dog.
Yeah, MXR has put out a lot
of best. This is my job these days. I've been doing YouTube basically since February, I think, full time. Not by choice.
PJ and the beard lurking as I walk the dog. I don't know if you want to make something like that public.
I ain't eating any Popeyes chicken and fries. No deal. Let's see here. Use the porch. How did the cat stand the smell? Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about the thing I seen shared on Facebook earlier with Popeye's chicken.
Something
like this, and the person goes, "I hope it's chicken," but meanwhile they were holding on to something this long and had 2 sets of something else.
Let's see. Laz is still listening in. Awesome. Aaron says, Lawrence just texted me asking if I've tried a pedal of his that I own. That man needs a vacation.
He does put out a lot of pedals, but
he is so damn busy, Terry. It's like, it's funny because we did that hangout like just a couple of weeks ago, and then like Lawrence and I talk most days, and I think we went 3 or 4 days without talking, and we're just both been busy. And he's like, "Hey, touch base, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh, okay, no worries." He goes, "Dude, I've been so busy." I was like, "I figured as much because I figure when you're bored, you text people,
Yeah.
David Ennis has been lurking for the whole show, and I'm doing great. Thank you. Awesome. I'd like to hear that.
Awesome. People doing good is awesome.
Yep. I like people doing good. Brad Miller says he just put the wife and the cat to bed. Awesome. Yeah, we'll probably go to the bottom of the hour, folks. How about that? If that works for everybody.
Yeah. I was going to say, Dwight, I don't know if Amanda uses sugar in her pie, but I know apple pie without sugar isn't bad either. I've had that a few times.
Oh, Laz has got a vermin too. I am so jealous, Laz. I want a vermin so bad.
Every time I hear vermin and I think the States, and I'm like thinking about how most places in the States are.
I'm just Aaron
lots of vermin.
Yeah. Aaron says the three of us have been so busy that I've resorted to calling you and him while driving the van. Yeah, yesterday that's what he did. He was rounding up his route for the day, and he gives me a call while he's driving back to Amazon.
Will Varela, Terry's GG&G. That's Popeye's new type of chicken. Is called Mickey Mouse tenders. That's a good one.
All right, let's see. Legendary Corn Dog. Hey, Ben, I'm out. Chat later. Because let me know if you need me to come down with the truck for the move since you won't come here.
Jeez.
Oh, I love you, brother. I love you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Dwight Bailey, be quiet. I'm hunting vermin.
Nice. Everyone's saying goodbye to Cousin Doug. Cousin Doug. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And you posted that fucking video too, you bastard. All right, Rob, see you later, buddy. Have a good one. Hit me up with that message because I'll probably forget tonight, but I'll see what I can do.
Legendary chord.
Yeah, if you want to see Ben absolutely hammered on moonshine, go to Doug's channel. I mean, hammered. I mean, I swore to this day, I still swear he was taking a photo of me, and it was all video, buddy. I'm just, hey, take the picture. Take a picture. My knees hurt. I'm looking for any and all pedals. I don't know anything about them. Well, when you buy in bulk, as I point to all these back here, I've got about a dozen up on the block right now.
Night, Tesi Switch.
Hey, we need to get Rob back on at some point, too. It's like anybody that jumps in the chat. Hey, you either want to jump in tonight? You want to do a hangout later? We'll figure something out.
So does Bumper Stumpers again.
I was stoned at the bachelor party. I admit nothing. I admit nothing at all.
That's the whole thing when you start getting into the multi.
Have I tried the Walrus Audio SLO? I don't know that one. No, obviously I haven't tried it. I don't know anybody that sells Walrus in the area. Coming in a few weeks would be cool to show it off on your show. Yeah, I'll talk to you, Rob. Definitely. I booked up the rest of this month, but right now November is pretty open, so we'll definitely figure that out. Reverb pedal. I'd be interested. So what's the bulk price? I'd have to figure that out, Will. I don't know him, Metalhead Hippie. I work my board around my Strymons. Ooh, must be nice to have Strymons. Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Okay, bye for real. See you, Rob.
Yeah, actually, my friend, that's what he's got a couple speakers up and a Fusion Kettner, I think 1x12 available at the moment. But that's what he wants to get as a Strymon reverb.
I'm not falling for that one, Dwight. And for those that follow me on Patreon, it is a new month. Thank you all that are re-upped. I will be putting some pedals on Patreon first. Actually, any gear that I'm going to sell will go on Patreon for a good week or two before I put it up for sale publicly. So if you're following me on Patreon and you're into pedals, definitely there's going to be some up in the next few days, like a dozen. Need a board for my 5 pedals I use. I would check out Outlaw Effects has a powered pedal board similar to the Rock board. Or I don't know. There's lots of them out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that make pedal boards. It's
Not selling it all, Soda. And Metalhead Hippie, remember, email me at connectswithguitars@gmail.com and with your address, and I'll send you out those pics. The Kramer is not for sale, Brad. The Kramer is not for sale. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. It's not for sale unless it's at the right price. You offer me enough money, anything's for sale.
To quote the $1 Million Man, everyone has a price.
That's right. I'm just waiting for the control cover to come back from California. It's off being signed by Gary Kramer.
Yeah, actually, that will make it even more.
Brad says, I didn't say anything about sale.
No.
You want winter NAMM picks. All right, I can do that. I don't know if they have any branded as NAMM. How about the BC Rich? Yes, but I would probably swap out the pickups, Chuck Booth, because that has one of the first sets of FU tone pickups ever released. So for sentimental reasons, I'd like to keep those. Selling the Keeley compressor. Ooh. You know what? I'm in the mood right now. Today, yes. I would sell the Keeley compressor. Only because I'm not using a compressor right now. And I have a made in Japan Boss CS2 if needed. I did see that, Will, last weekend. Yes, Mark went after McKnight, the guitarologist. Yeah, that was I don't know. I'll do what I can, Metalhead Hippie. Yeah, most of them seem to be thinner picks, but I'll put aside the thicker ones for you, buddy.
Actually, Brad had a really good kind of response in his Friday video.
I can always get another one, Brax Doublefield. Plus, Lawrence is doing a compressor now, too. As much as I love Robert Keeley, Lawrence is a true friend of the channel. There you go, Soda. PJ and the Beard. Mark made an Instagram story last weekend and basically did screenshots of little blurbs of Phil and the guitarologist and put a bunch of facepalm emojis along the bottom and then said like fake news and shit like that. I don't know. Seemed like he was lashing out. Thank you, Dan.
Even Brad himself said Friday, he said he didn't really understand the point of Mark's response.
Well, and it's not like he's going, hey, Mark's been fired. Like, like literally making up fake news. He just said, videos are down. We don't know what's up. Is Mark fired?
Yeah.
That's honest reporting. Is Mark fired?
Yeah, that's what Brad said.
Oh, Soda, you just noticed this? Why, this is an Ernie Ball Access Super Sport. Hardtail.
was going to say, isn't that actually what Guitar Hack has? Is
Very similar. His has a trim on it.
Yeah.
I think that's the only difference. The SCP field generator looks like a wicked compressor. I don't use compression, but I bet it's wicked. Yeah, Henning has one.
So it wants to know when you got that.
It just came in today. It's in for repair, demo, and being sold. Which, if somebody wants to buy some of my gear, I'm buying it. It'll be mine. I missed it. How did you get that access? It's a buddy in town who I bought. Actually, I bought my Wolfgang off the guy. He also had this guitar and the bass. He's getting out of playing, so he asked me to see if I can. I'll fix them up, give them a clean up, set up, and then sell them for him. Of course, I ran out of guitar stands again. I'm looking behind the camera. I have a guitar sitting on my bench right now because I ran out of stands.
Jeez.
Just sitting there on my workbench with the neck brace.
Start having to build them.
We're gonna need a bigger boat, a guitar boat, that is.
Go to the local Home Depot and stock up on your PVC piping.
Yeah, no kidding. The Digitech Polara is an awesome reverb. I'll have to check that one out.
Oh, Polara, yes. That is the one that my friend Michael Z. Martin has, and it has a reverse option on it.
Yep. Soda's asking if you've been playing your S series. We were talking about that yesterday, Friday, something like that.
Yep. I have been. I think the last video I put up on my channel was actually me playing it. I have been playing it more than anything else at the moment. I've been really kind of vibing with it, and I've actually almost thought about converting it from a 5-way to a 3-way and making it that it's just the bridge neck humbuckers.
Grab this once more because I think we're about good to go here. So, yep. Do you have anything to add, Terry? Since you just finished talking, why don't you talk some more?
Soda asked, do I like the neck? Actually, yes. And oddly enough, the neck has a very similar shape to the Epi Sheridan, which is kind of strange. Maybe a little bit more thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the neck on it. It is relatively comfortable. Beyond that, again, thanks for having me on, Ben. It's great to see the positivity out in the community. It's great to see you doing well.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks, buddy, for coming on. It's a bit of a last-minute thing. The original guest for this evening didn't actually appear. Honest, good reason why. He had his reasons, which is fine. And I only reached out to him a few days ago anyhow. But I'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Canucks with Guitars. Play some music, live Q&A, the usual chaos. You guys know. Thanks to everybody that contributed tonight, because you guys covered a portion of this. So this is going to be added into the studio lineup of guitars that I'm looking at and stuff. So thank you very much, everybody, for your continued support. Thanks again, everybody that is new to the channel. Thanks, everybody that's stuck with the channel as well. Like, I'm seeing some names in here I hadn't seen for a while tonight. It's been awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Bumblebest, but I get it. Life, you get busy. So I appreciate all your support, folks. And everyone that contributed tonight. And until tomorrow, as I always say, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Karma's real. I'm living the dream. Terry's living the dream. I hope you are too. Have a great night and be good to each other, folks. Cheers. Rock on.
Good night.
Oops. Wrong button. And that's how you end a live stream, folks.